Okay, so what did we talk about today? Well, we talked about 4 functions in Excel that I hope you'll find very useful in your own businesses. So the first was the VLOOKUP feature. Remember how we looked at a very potentially very large set of data and we're able to pull or extract certain rows of that data into another report by using this feature, this search feature. There's a is error function. Remember that we use that to clean up our report, to get rid of spaces, and like if there was an error, if there was a error when it tried to find a particular AV or supplier number from the large set of data, wasn't able to find it, so it created this error message. Well, the is error function allows us to clean up that report and to either provide a message such as I couldn't find it or not found versus an error, or if say the search field is blank, it returns a blank, for example, doesn't show a #NA. So that's a very useful function to make the report a lot more readable to the end user. The macro recording, you remember that we use that to further clean up the data, get rid of the blank spaces, to alphabetize the report, and so that's also very useful. You'll remember that you don't need to know how to code at all. You can just record those steps that you're going to go through and then save that macro and even associate it with a icon that allows you to activate that macro at a later time. And finally, we talked about the very powerful feature of mail merge within Microsoft Word, linking it to Excel. So again, it's a way to pull information from an Excel spreadsheet, put it on a report in Word, and replicate that for every row of data that you have in that spreadsheet. Very, very powerful function that allows you to save a tremendous amount of time. So that was our presentation for today, filling your Excel toolbox with goodies. You'll see that my contact information is on this slide. If you have any questions at some point at whatever I talked about today, or if you have a general Excel question that you'd like to ask on something I didn't talk about today, please contact me and then we can work through that. So thank you for listening to this webinar. I hope you found it useful. And you can run through these exercises again if you like, just to practice. But I'd encourage you to utilize these functions. I think we found it very helpful in our field of work, and I hope you will find it helpful as well. Thank you for listening.